Hello, my purple queen. A deep voice murmured into Violet's ear, making her shiver. It was Asher, his voice smooth as velvet, but with a sharp edge. The nickname and his warm breath made her heart jump in both good and bad ways. Why do you refuse to answer to your king? He asked. Violet turned just enough to see his smug face. For starters, she said icily, I am not your queen. Stop calling me that. Secondly, get away from me. You smell like blood and dirt. I don't want that on me. She wrinkled her nose and nudged him, annoyed. But like a pesky mosquito, Asher just grinned wider. Really? Is that so? Before Violet could react, he rubbed his face against hers, smearing blood, sweat, and grime all over her. Violet shrieked, her voice echoing across the lawn. She cringed, disgusted, as she felt the dirt and sweat caking her skin. But the psycho wasn't done. Asher, laughing like a little kid, rubbed his still bleeding wound all over her, leaving bloody streaks across her cheek, neck, and uniform. Ugh! Get off me! Violet yelled, completely losing it. She flailed, trying to push him away. Everything felt like chaos. The laughter, the blood, the dirt, her frustrated screams. Asher finally stepped back, looking triumphant. He could barely contain his laughter as Violet glared at him, furious. And just like that, without a single apology, he took off, sprinting away with supernatural speed. Violet exploded. I'm gonna kill you today! Do you hear me? You're dead meat! Fueled by pure rage, Violet tore after him across the lawn. She was so angry that she could hear her heart pounding in her ears. Nothing else mattered. Not the stares of the other students. Not the fact that Asher was a cardinal alpha. She just wanted to teach him a lesson. But Asher seemed to be enjoying the chase, laughing as he easily dodged her attempts to grab him. Every time she got close, he'd slip away at the last second, making her groan in frustration. This wasn't his usual manipulative game. This was different. Asher looked happy, genuinely enjoying himself. It surprised everyone watching, even those who knew him well. From a distance, Violet's friends watched in stunned silence. Alice's jaw dropped as she saw Asher tease Violet, coming close and then dodging away, grinning the whole time. Good Lord, Alice muttered, realizing something. He likes her. Dion, leaning against a bench, shook his head. And that, my dear, means your friend Violet is in serious trouble. Nothing good comes from associating with Asher. The Nightshade household is toxic. Anything good dies in their hands. He took a sip of water, still watching Violet and Asher. If you were a good friend, you'd tell Violet to stay away from him. He paused. But it's too late. Asher has had his eyes on her. And whatever Asher wants, he takes. Alice glanced at Dion, her heart pounding with worry. Something was chilling about the way he spoke, the certainty in his tone. She swallowed hard and asked nervously, How do you know all that? Dion relaxed, his smile widening, as if he knew something she didn't. You're a curious one, too, he said smoothly. So you should already know that information is power at Lunaris. Alice fell silent, her gaze flickering back to her friend, who was still chasing Asher. The two of them creating a spectacle no one would forget anytime soon. At least not for the rest of the day. At this point, Alice could only hope that Violet understood the danger she was in by associating with Asher, because there was no turning back now. Meanwhile, through sheer luck, Violet managed to tackle Asher to the ground, his laughter ending abruptly. They both went down with a heavy thud, the force of the fall knocking the wind out of Asher for a moment. Without thinking twice, Violet straddled him, her hands going straight for his neck. Her eyes were wide with fury as she leaned over him. She growled, squeezing his throat with all her strength. Yet, even while she had her hands around his neck, even while she straddled him and tried to choke him, Asher was smiling, not even fazed. His eyes gleamed mischievously, his glasses long gone, lost during the chase. "Why are you laughing, you idiot?" Violet yelled, her frustration boiling over at his infuriating grin. Asher let out a low chuckle, sending a shiver down Violet's spine despite her fury. "Because you seem to like this position, little purple queen." Violet froze. Her hands loosened, and she suddenly became hyper-aware of everything. Violet shrieked, her face flushed with mortified horror. Her immediate reaction was to scramble off him, but Asher was too quick, too perceptive. The moment her concentration broke, he took advantage. Before Violet knew what was happening, Asher moved like lightning. His hands gripped her wrists, and in one swift motion, he flipped her over. Now, she was pinned beneath him, her back against the grass. Violet's breath hitched as she found herself staring up at him, his silhouette blocking the sun, her heart racing. Not only was she pinned, but Asher was leaning over her, his face so close she could feel his breath against her skin. The weight of his body pressed down against hers. Every inch of him, every single inch. Violet swallowed hard. She had just gone from the frying pan and straight into the fire.
Hey amazing viewers, it's Voilette here. Thanks for sticking with us. By the time of the release of this video, only 7.3% of our viewers have joined the party by subscribing, and 92.7% of you might miss out on our next mind-blowing video. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the exclusive club.